Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. We'll get started momentarily. All right. Give me about 2 minutes. All right, Shalawam, Shalawam. Let's get to it. Facing the east. Giving all praises, glory, and honor be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Wadash. Those are the true names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahawah is the Father's true name. That means He is, He exists. Yahawashi is the Son's true name. That means He saves, He delivers. And Wadash is how you say a spirit holy, a Holy Spirit in the ancient Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew, the Lashawan Kodash. Second of all, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. It's your brother Roman Kazak back with hope for another edifying lesson through the spirit, power, and strength of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kadash. All right. So we're gonna get into it. This lesson will be entitled Crash Out Season. Okay, Crash Out Season. Now, this individual I got on the screen, I'm gonna play 2 videos that he made in the last day, where he's basically just crashing out, man. And I checked the brother's page, man. He does lessons and things of that nature. He goes out on the street. But it's just a lot of bitterness that's caught up in him, that he has with, I guess, brothers around his region and things of that nature. And this is something that we got to avoid, man. As the scripture says, if you have an issue with a brother, you go and talk it out with a brother. You don't just run to the internet and, lash out, at the end of the day. Now, I hit the brother up, because I don't even know this brother, but he followed me. And that's the only way. And that's the spirit, because it's like the only way that I would have saw this mess. And you follow me on the YouTube, bro, I'm going to check your page. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see, hey, if you call it on the right names or if you on spy mission. You know what I'm saying? So the first video that I saw on his page was this video. So that's the video that I'm going to watch. And that's the one I watched. And I'm letting that be because that's your latest spirit, That's your latest, what you putting out, your latest. This is why everything you put out needs to be with season, needs to be flowing through the spirit. And you need to have some emotional maturity about yourself and not just put out no bullshit, bro. Because you're giving out impressions. Think about a new brother coming to the truth today, and he's going to see this video, which I'm about to play it and you're about to see it. You got to think about that we got new brothers coming into the truth every single day, and you need to be a proper representative. So let's get a preset real quick. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians 6:3. Giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. Right? It's a difference between them slandering us and making us look like we on some bullshit than us actually being on bullshit. Okay? It's the difference between you not actually getting and understanding the doctrine versus the doctrine that an individual is pushing being wrong. All right? We'll put out, like Deuteronomy 22 and understanding how our women will be given away, how it is, to give a woman away via when she's past the flower of age and she's arranged to marry somebody. You may not understand that, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong. Versus somebody actually breaking it down wrong. And then, you know what I'm saying? So it's a difference between you not getting it and it actually being wrong. Right? So without further ado, man, let's get into it. And I pray this be edifying. Salaki, I did not give double honors. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well and sincerity taught us his truth. Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. I think I did, but hey, I'm going to just do it again. All right? So, Salaki. Let's get into it, though.
Let me let this shit go. It's all right. Shalawam, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, double honors to the apostles, elders, and the bishops of great millstone that do well and that taught me the truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Man, this is a PSA, bro. And nigga, and I'm gonna say this too. Yep, I'm at your hell right now, but this is the point that I always been making. I'm gonna bring out some precepts too, bro. The title of this little joint, bro, and I'm only gonna make this maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm gone, bro. And I ain't look. You can call me disgruntled. You can call me a bitch ass nigga. You can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me, bro. And like I said, I don't need nobody money in this ministry, bro. My bone to pick is deeper than money. I don't when it comes to dealing with other members in this walk, bro. It ain't about no motherfucking money with me. So a nigga ain't never got to worry about me asking them for money, begging them for money, complaining about money, constantly hitting them up for money, trying to swindle the next man out of money. I don't even live like that, nigga. And I'm gonna calm down, but PSA, stay away from me, bro. Stay away from me, man. Don't come on, look. And look, I love the brotherhood, bro. I love my brothers, bro. I love my nation, and I love Yahawah, Bahasham, bro. I love Yahawah, Bahasham. I love what we stand for, even in the midst of here. But what I don't like is when niggas tell you to get with the group, and then all this and all that. That's when I see how niggas operate. That's why I choose to stay by myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, examine me. That's the whole point. Examine me. Hell yeah, nigga, will.
Let's stop it right there. All right. Now you can see, all these niggas, all this and that, coming with a mindset of already knowing that individuals are gonna take this the wrong way and having bones to pick. This is a sign of bitterness. This is a sign that you feel like you have been hurt. Okay? And this is, with our people, man, money, a lot of stuff happens over money. All right? That's the main thing with Jake. Jake always want to fight over money, kill over money. It be money or a woman with Jake. Okay? Let's go to Matthew 5:21. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of judgment. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council, but whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there remember that thy brother hath aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. So, in any instance where money is given, or you're receiving money, it doesn't need to be any animosity between one another, or tension between one another. It needs to be freely given. Therefore, it ain't gonna be no, hey man, you got that $50, man, that you owe me, bro? That's crazy. Like, that should not occur in this thing of ours, bro. Okay? where y'all gonna have issues over gifts that are given, because the things was given in a good nature. So it shouldn't come forth where an individual is like this, getting in his emotions, and this individual is gonna rant for 19 minutes, and go about his gripes and his stripes and his issues with the brotherhood and things of that nature. When, I mean, bro, we all going through it. We all got to cross the carry. You're not the only one that's facing these issues. You're not the only one that's facing these problems. You don't want to single yourself out, bro. All right? Brothers, man, that's listening to, you don't want to single yourself out and be like, I'm the only one. Nigga, you not. You're not. Everybody made, and that's why in the comments, I told him, man, this is let's get this precept. Psalms 19:13. Keep back thy servant also from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over me. Then shall I be upright, and I shall be innocent from the great transgression. As I label this lesson, crash out season. It's a demon that's constantly in our nation, that's running around. It'll jump on you if you allow it to. All those presumptuous thoughts, those presumptuous feelings that you have in your head. Oh, that brother don't like me. That brother don't read my precepts. That brother that brother blah, blah, blah. You got to be a man about yours, bro. Brothers got lives. Brothers got schedules. Brothers got jobs. Ain't nobody sitting around thinking about you. Ain't nobody your bitch. You understand? Like my woman, she sit around think about me all day. No other man is supposed to do that. So nobody's your possession, man. You got to be a man. At the end of the day. So these presumptuous thoughts, if you don't address those things in yourself and amongst the brotherhood, they're going to build up and they'll become bitter. And you're going to be thinking away towards a brother that doesn't even exist. And it may lead you to, and especially if you lack emotional maturity, it may lead you to rant, to do these type of actions, man. Which that's not a good place to be in, man. Let's keep it going.
All that, I'll pull up, examine me, I want to look a nigga in their eyes. I want a nigga to look me in their eyes, bro. Fuck all that, bro. This internet shit, that's why a lot of shit be misconstrued. That's why niggas be on the comment board labeling certain minutes bug outs, and it be a misunderstanding, because you see an elder get on a motherfucker, you see friction going on, and you niggas just, hold on, Shalaki. Like I said, bro, the PS, and I'm gonna grab some presets, man. Some told me to bring my iPad, and I ain't even bring it, man. You see, but hey, PSA, stay away from me. Niggas on the look, it's all good. Catching hell lets me know where niggas stand when it come to dealing with me, bro. And yeah, I'm motherfucking pissed. Yeah, I'm vexed, nigga. And I'll be cool after this video. I'll be cool as the day go on. But I don't regret doing this video though, because this be my main look. It ain't about me taking rebuke. It ain't about me. It ain't about none of that shit, bro. It's about my interaction with other men in this walk, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's man, I'm catching hell, brother. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Hey, man, listen, bro. You gotta, it'll be certain shit I already know. But hearing it from another brother, bro, or somebody like that, bro, that to me, that's like, you know what, bro? Let me take heed to that, brother, because a nigga like me, bro, a brother like me, I'm gonna thrive with other members in this walk, bro. Especially if I got a men around me, bro. Solid men around me, bro. Look, I don't need no motherfucking cop, bro. I don't need none of that shit, bro. The scripture tell you in James, how the fuck is you gonna, nigga, what, Let me put, damn. I ain't even got my.
Let's stop it right there. All right. Now, let's say you're judged. Let's say you're judged by your camp and you may be right in the matter. Okay, but they take it and they say that you're wrong. Hey, bro, you still got to suffer righteously, bro. All right? Don't you know these are tests? It's not about men versus you. It's about Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi putting you through the ringer to try you and to test you and to see how you're going to take it when you're persecuted and you're righteous. Think about Yahawashi, man. You sitting up here, man. That's why, man, you got to have emotional maturity, bro. Okay? If you don't got emotional maturity, like he said, he's pissed off and shit like that. You shouldn't have made a video. And this goes for other brothers, man. All right, majority, because this ain't even about, I told him he should have removed this shit, but he don't even listen. So it is what it is. He do his thing. All right? You want to stand on it, then stand on it. But this ain't a good look. Okay? So yeah, consider Yahawashi. And that's what we're saying. Consider Yahawashi. He went through it. He suffered righteously. He didn't do anything wrong. But you putting yourself, that's why I'm saying, you don't single yourself out and make it like you're the only one. Nigga, is the servant greater than the master? This is 1 Peter 2:18. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. Not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. Meaning, you may have a righteous master and you may have a wicked master. You got to go to work and you be subject to that fucking white man. You put on that uniform, right? You put on that hat, right? You do all of that. You clock in, right? You be subject to that white man and he froward, he difficult. But you can't be subject to your elders or your camp, bro. Come on, man. If you are mistreated, guess what? Have some faith. Bahasham, Yahawashi is going to deal with that situation. And he's going to bring you through that. He just wants to see, do you have integrity to undergo it? Everything ain't going to be done correct, bro. You act like this a perfect fucking world. This ain't no world that's perfect. You got the flesh aspect that intervenes with everything. You got the sinful flesh. You got envy. You got strife. You got jealousy. You got all this type of stuff. We seen brothers, elders of camps get removed from their positions for the way that they treated individuals. You understand? We seen brothers get kicked out and came back. We seen all this stuff transpire, bro. All right? You think those men just... No, man, they have faith through those encounters. They have faith through those situations. Verse 19, for this is thankworthy if a man for a conscience towards power endure grief, suffering wrongfully. Man, brothers don't consider Yahawashi at all. You just consider yourself and your little life, that what's going on with you at that moment. You don't consider Yahawashi and that he had to suffer wrongfully. You just consider all the wrong that's being done to you right now. Man, I'm going through hell, bro. Man, they doing me wrong at the job. They targeting me, man. They always coming at me, man. They're racist, man. Nigga, ain't we at war? Ain't this Babylon? The fuck you thought you was gonna get a cupcake? You thought you was gonna get a cupcake in a jacuzzi, nigga? What'd you think? I think some of y'all think war is supposed to be easy. All right? That's what some of y'all think. It ain't supposed to be hard. Like, you ain't supposed to get shot. It ain't supposed to be gruesome and chastisement. You understand? Yeah, they forgot they on a mission. They forgot that they in warfare. They didn't prepare themselves for the battle. They're not preparing ourselves to be a righteous soldier for Yahawashi HaMashiach, man. All that crying, bitching, moaning, ranting. This is something that you go to the Most High and you pray about. You think we ain't been mistreated? You think we ain't felt these things? But guess what? You shut up and you maintain and you let Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi work it out because you have faith. You don't run to the internet like all these goofies out here. Like Deacon Hakai's wife running to the internet. You don't do that dumb shit. Run to the internet. Nigga, the internet don't like you. For this is thankworthy if a man for a conscience towards power endure grief, suffering wrongfully. You let the scriptures work it out, man. You let Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi work it out. For what glory is it if when you be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently? But if when you do well and suffer for it, you take it patiently. You take both, bro. This is acceptable with power. Exactly. Faith grows through trials. We know that patience, experience, builds hope. The scripture states that. So how you going to build up and you not going through stuff, man? You know? Let's keep it going.
Well, whatchamacallit, man? But in James it tell you, right? If you see one of your brothers destitute, naked and fucking hungry, nigga, and you don't say, you just say, hey, pray to the Lord. Nah, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? What the fuck is you talking about, man? Obviously, I got my motion in this thing, pray, you know, all of that. All of that. What the fuck is the brotherhood for? Me, Tyreek, nigga, the bar Shalawam, can't come to the brotherhood for no motherfucking advice or a positive word to get me through. And like I said, it ain't about no motherfucking money, man. I don't need you niggas money in this walk. Nigga, I done slept in airports, nigga, still teaching this work. Back all crooked and shit, nigga. Just to pursue careers that wasn't gonna do shit for niggas anyway. Nigga, and I know I got flaws, and I know Bahasham outside looking at me crooked as a motherfucker. At times, nigga. If not all the time.
And more crooked now. Okay? Saying that you slept in airports, saying these type of things, it's like you trying to build up to justify what you're doing. Like we ain't all going through it. Like we ain't been homeless. Like we ain't suffered. Like we got hella food in our fridge, and like we ain't got fired wrongfully. Suffered wrongfully. Like we ain't, bro, we all could stand up here and tell the sob story. Any brother in the comments could stand up and tell a sob story. We all got sob stories, nigga. You understand that? We all got sob stories. It's easy to cry. It's easy to cry. You understand? But what takes more courage is to continue enduring and going through this thing, man. It's to continue producing lessons and fighting, knowing that Esau got you on the ropes. It's to stand up and keep fighting, man. All right? We in the ring with a damn Mike Tyson type figure, man. You know? We just trying to make it through. And we waiting on Yahawashi. That's what we're doing. It's supposed to feel like an insurmountable pressure on you. That's called refinement. We're getting refined. We're getting chastised. So it's supposed to feel like that. And brothers may be there sometimes, and brothers may not. You got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. This is you, brother. If a brother ain't able to help you, then so what? That's not justified to lash out on him. Just because a brother's not obligated to fucking help you, bro. Okay? He's not obligated to help you pay your bills. All right? We all going through Jacob's trouble, man. We all going through this. All right? You don't know what that brother has going on in his house, his family, etc., etc. Now, if the Lord moves him to lend you, to give you some arms, then great. But if he ain't got it, he ain't got it. You can't be mad that a brother can't give you money. So if a brother is telling you to pray about it, that's it. You should just pray about it. Take it to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is showing that a lot of you individuals do not believe truly, because you don't believe if you pray and communicate with the Lord that he's going to do something. So you're carnal. Your carnal mind is acting up. This is you being carnal, brother. That's why you keep saying nigga.
But like I said, nigga, in the book of James, it tell you, if you see your motherfucking brother fucked up, nigga, destitute, naked, you don't tell him go pray to the Lord. You supply that man. You supply that. I don't give a fuck if it's $10, nigga. Hey, Ock, you good? Here's $10, nigga. Good. Nigga, I can use that, nigga. I can put 5 in the tank. You know how our people is. Put 5 in the tank, and nigga, go get a gallon of water. Niggas don't be operating like that, nigga. And that's what I said, bro. Stay away. Niggas ain't coming like that. Ain't the love I'm receiving. Because I know what I dish out. I know what I dish out, and ever since then, nigga, I've been shitting on. You know what I'm saying? Lacked on. You know? Yeah, I'm fucking expressing myself, nigga. You goddamn right. You got...
What I've been saying for like the last 3 weeks, man. You know? Emotions. Emotions is a portal for demons to get through. And this brother has a demon on him. A bitter-ass demon. A presumptuous demon. An anger demon. A sadness demon. His emotions are wide open. He's let tension and all this type of stuff build up, and he's felt in his heart that he's been treated wrong. Hey, we be there. I've been there before. But I had to be like, yo, fuck that. Just pray to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. If an individual treated you wrong, so what? Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is going to handle it. Okay? You got to have faith, man. You know? Hey, if I was wrong to somebody, guess what? Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi would have handled me. He would have did something to me. If I was right in a situation, then cool. You understand? It's faith over everything, bro. You got to know that the Most High sees everything. You don't really got to be down here complaining, man. And doing these rants, podcasts, these type of things, that's something that the world does. Exactly. It's not personal. You took it and you, like I said, he goes into a 19-minute personal rant. He quotes one scripture and he's twisting it in a sense. All right? To make him look like a victim. Bro, we all victims. Who put us in this captivity, man? You mad at your brother for not having money to give to you or whatever when he's a slave too. That's like you going to another slave talking about, hey, brother, can you get... When he a slave too, master got a chain on him too, but you mad he can't free your chains when he on chains too. I'm going to play a little bit more of this, and then I'm going to go to his next video because he continues this spirit the next day.
Damn right. Stay away from me, bro. Stay, because I can't even talk to nobody. I can't even, you know.
Talk to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. You can't even talk to nobody. Stop putting your trust in flesh. Let's get that real quick, man. Like I said, he's carnal. This is Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith Yahawah, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from Yahawah. Yeah, some brothers don't pray, bro. And that's what we seeing. Bro, I got a testimony real quick. What happened? Like 2 months ago? 2 months ago, my water heater broke. Okay, water heater broke. I ain't had no money. You know? And they was talking about $800. Well, the shit was like $500 or $600 for a new one. I had to buy it. And then I had to pay dude like $300 to install it. And that was a blessing because Home Depot talking about $2,000. Okay, I didn't have that money at all. But guess what Yahawah did? He put it on my wife's sister, which she don't even like us. Okay, she all Jesus Christ, etc., you know, and she speaks up against what we do. But Yahawah put the spirit on her to give us a check for $5,000. I'm talking about out of fucking nowhere, bro. Out of nowhere, bro. She talking about, this is what I owed you from over the years. When I tell you that's Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, bro, you understand? I couldn't even predicted that. I couldn't have told you that happened out of nowhere, bro. So Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi controls everything. He took somebody that hates us and he made that person give us $5,000. And that paid for the water heater. That helped me pay a little bit of bills around here, etc., man. That got us through. You understand? So you gotta have faith. When you got your back against the wall, he could reverse it. Just like that. But that's because I got faith. And he takes care of me. You gotta have faith. I got you, bro. Proverbs 16:7. When a man's ways please Yahawah, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Exactly, man. Exactly. So have some faith, brothers and sisters, man. Have some faith, man. Don't get on here and rant. I ain't got nobody to talk to. Talk to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That's supposed to be your best friend. Stop trusting in man.
Brother can't call me and be like, hey, I just heard what happened. You good, brother? I can't get none. None. I told you, bro. It ain't about me not wanting to get in order. See, I'm different from a lot of you niggas on the comment board, bro. And I'm going to say it like that. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi my witness, bro. Elder, the priest Rashad said, nigga, you got to have faith that the Lord is speaking through you when you speak. And you can't be ashamed of motherfucking putting your head down because this man, the elder, or these brothers got a certain rapport with one another. And they looking at you crooked because you may not be in the cool in the game. Fuck that. I got faith the Lord talking through me right now, bro, even as I'm catching my hell, bro.
He's not. He's not, brother. He's not. Okay? This ain't it. This is the same demon that jumped on Alazar, that jumped on Deacon Hakad, Deacon Hassad, that jumped on Nate. This is the same demon that jumps on these individuals and it puts him in the mindset of, man, yo, these brothers wicked, man. These elders wicked, man. Let me branch out and do my own thing. Because they ain't treating me right over here. Let me go do my own thing. Let me make my own camp. You understand? This is the same demon. We've seen this type of demon before. This is the same demon. Let's run that back. Because whoever told him that, they feeding him lies. It's about getting in order, bro. This is the government. Let's get that, man. Slaki. You don't want to be in the government? You don't want to be among the government? The 144,000 is the government. This is Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. And his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Let's talk about Yahawashi, and that's talking about the 144,000 is the government, bro. All right. What a man called Furs5 on TikTok said that. What are you talking about, bro? No. I don't care what they talk about. Come on, bro. Hey, stay in tune with the lesson, bro. Shalawam, no. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Barak Ahtham. All right. I don't care about these fucking Christians, man. All right, let's keep it going.
Fuck that, nigga. What the fuck is good is the brotherhood if I can't use the brotherhood? I ain't using the brotherhood. I may have used the brotherhood once or twice in this walk, nigga. That's what I'm passionate about.
Oh, let's go back to what he said. Let's go back to 5:30, 5:27.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi my witness, bro.
And he put it on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Priest Rashad said, nigga, you gotta have faith that the Lord is speaking through you when you speak, and you can't be ashamed of motherfucking putting your head down because this man, the elder, or these brothers got a certain rapport with one another, and they looking at you crooked because you may not be in the cool in the game. Fuck that. I got faith the Lord talking through me right now, bro, even as I'm catching my hell, bro. Fuck that, nigga. What the fuck is good is the brotherhood if I can't use the brotherhood? I ain't using the brotherhood. I may have used the brotherhood once or twice.
Wait, you just said, what good is the brotherhood if I can't use the brotherhood? I ain't using the brotherhood. You said, what? The man is confused in his mind. Highly confused. All right? You stumbling over here, over there. And then you talk about, because you let a man talk and he's going to give you evidence. He's going to express his true intentions. So as he said, it's a key thing that he just said. This is a lesson on discernment. Work on your discernment. This is why a lot of you brothers, man, y'all be in these bug out ass lives because you don't got no discernment. You can't discern that these motherfuckers is not in the truth. What is the point of jumping in these lives, bro? And talking to these individuals, man? We in the fourth quarter, you over here trying to play with the B team. Hey, yeah, I know we in the fourth quarter. We got a minute left, but let me go play a pickup game with the brothers downtown. What's wrong with you? You wasting oil in your lamp. I'm only putting my best foot forward to this truth, bro. All right? Y'all need to examine yourself, man. I see brothers jumping in lives in this bullshit, man. With these individuals that don't have it. Entertaining just because you got the truth. But it's not fruitful.
Elder, the priest Bashar said, nigga, you gotta have faith that the Lord is speaking through you when you speak, and you can't be ashamed of motherfucking putting your head down because this man, the elder, or these brothers got a certain rapport with one another, and they looking at you crooked because you
ain't nobody looking at you crooked. That's the key word that he's saying, a certain rapport. So he thinks that just because these brothers have been teaching for a long time, that they're looking at him crooked because they have a certain rapport with one another. All right? Ain't nobody looking at you crooked. Ain't nobody coming at you like that. We treat others how we want to be treated. We keep the laws, commandments, and statutes, man. Let's go to Leviticus. That's how I know it's demons on this brother. Leviticus 19:17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahawah. So we're following that regardless. But you have it in your mind that that's not being followed. As he said, they got a certain rapport among each other, and no, ain't nobody's looking at you different. That's all in your mind. That's what you can't recognize, that everything that's going on in your mind is in your mind. It's not in the real world. That's the problem with social media. That's the problem with when you want to be a lone wolf, when you don't want to come around, when you don't communicate with the brotherhood. You out here thinking individuals are feeling and thinking about you when nobody's thinking or feeling about you. I promise you, I get off this live, bro, I'm back with the fam. I'm not thinking about a bug out that came through talking about Jesus. I don't care. He don't got it. I'm not about to sit around and stress and waste my time. I don't care if you got the name or not. I got the name. You receive it, receive it. You don't want to receive it, keep it going. I don't give a fuck. You understand? What you eat don't make me shit. You know? That's why, like, when brother came in, he said, what'd he say? He said a man called First Five on TikTok said, I don't care. I don't care. I'm like, I don't care, bro. I don't care. Let's keep it going.
not be in the cool in the game. Fuck that. I got faith the Lord talking through me right now, bro, even as I'm catching my heel, bro. Fuck that, nigga. What the fuck is good as the brotherhood if I can't use the brotherhood? I ain't using the brotherhood. I may have used the brotherhood once or twice in this walk, nigga. That's what I'm passionate about, nigga, riding for my people and doing this work, bro. Even if I fall short, even if I'm any of that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like the elder Ariella said, bro, when certain men, like I'm that dude. Elder get on me, nigga, I get the crying, but because I love the particular elder who cussing me the fuck out. And I care about what I'm doing. Nigga, you niggas, when niggas evaluate me, bro, niggas be having me fucked up. And through the spirit, I be having to.
We not niggas. Alright? Okay, look at what you said. You said neither do I. Just showing there are quite a few bug outs on TikTok. Yeah, and I'm not on TikTok. This on YouTube. Alright? I don't be on TikTok just scrolling and stuff. That's why I don't be on TikTok. Because it's a bug out land. You understand? I'm not wasting my time on here. And I done told y'all many of times, like they just gave me a restriction. So you can't even talk freely on TikTok. I done told y'all and I done broke it down many of times. Ever since TikTok was bought by Amalek, it's an attention. It drains you of your attention more than these other apps. The way that it's showcased, the way that it's set up, it's a toxic social media site. More than Facebook, more than Instagram, more than Snapchat, more than all these other things. TikTok is the most toxic. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a precept. Let's get this. 2 Esdras 5. Even if you up in here talking about you ain't gonna jump in these bug out lives, y'all still do. Y'all still do. Y'all still do. Because you jump in there and you be like, man, I'm about to prove this individual right. I mean, wrong. Y'all still do. I see y'all. All right, don't sit up here and act like you don't. Y'all get in there and y'all get to talking to her and y'all be in that shit for an hour or so. And then after an hour go by, man, I could spend that hour with my woman. I can spend that hour playing with my kids. I can spend that hour playing the game, making music. I'm not about to waste my time with these bug outs. So this is 2 Esdras 5. And we started 31. Now when I had spoken these words, the angel that came to me the night afore was sent unto me, and said unto me, hear me, and I will instruct thee. Hearken to the thing that I say, and I shall tell thee more. And I said, speak on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, thou art sore troubled in mind for Israel's sake. Lovest thou that people better than he that made them? So you can't love Israel more than Yahawah. That's the mindset this individual is coming with. You can't love Israel more than Yahawah. You out here trying to do that? That's not it. And I realized that. You know, you can do all the lessons you want. You can jump in these lives all you want and go back and forth with these individuals and try to, but it doesn't matter. You can't love them more than Yahawah. If he sets them up to go to bug out land, then that's just where he wanted them to go. You can't pull them back. Let's read it one more time. And I said, speak on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, thou art sore troubled in mind for Israel's sake. So don't be up in your head letting Israelites stress you out. Don't be taking your work home. You know? Because that alters you. That alters you. That alters your mind. That alters how you act with people. Your characteristics. You be angry all the time. Shit like that, bro. Thou art sore troubled in mind for Israel's sake. Lovest thou that people better than he that made them? And I said, no, Lord, but of very grief have I spoken, for my reins pain me every hour, while I labor to comprehend the way of the Most High and to seek out part of his judgment. You may wonder, man, why this individual can't get it? I broke it down. I took him to the letter J. I let him know it's Yahawah, Yahawashi. I explained the Gentiles in the New Testament is Israelites. I explained heathens can't get salvation. I explained it all. I took them to the scriptures, and they still saying Jesus Christ. You fighting yourself. You know? Taking it back to this individual. He's fighting himself. Because like I said, don't be an individual light. Don't try to make it all about yourself. Don't try to act like you're the only one that's doing this. You're the only one that's going through this. You're the only one that's having financial woes. You're not the only one that's having financial woes, bro. We all having financial woes. Shoot. We all going through it, bro. All right? You know, man, at camp, shoot, I lost my job. A couple other brothers, like 3 other brothers lost their jobs. You understand? I came to camp. And I started going back to camp around December. And I was like, damn, y'all lost your jobs too? Everybody losing their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, I ain't the only one. Okay? So that's why I was like, damn, I was tripping, man. Et cetera, et cetera. Had to examine myself. All right? Whatever situation you going through, we all going through it. And we going through it together. So you're not the only one. All right? Let's get a little bit more of this. And let's begin to wrap it up, man.
Get on me, nigga, I get the crying, but it because I love the particular elder who cussing me the fuck out. And I care about what I'm doing. Nigga, you niggas, when niggas evaluate me, bro, niggas be having me fucked up. And through the spirit, I be having to allow niggas to allow me to be fucked up. Because if I see anything, that shit could motherfucking spiral, and the Lord could be having a bone to pick with me, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. And the nigga can't, it don't matter how many rebuke videos the nigga make, it don't matter how many videos, nigga. I said what I said, and I'm standing on that. And I made a post, a repost.
Wait a minute. It don't matter how many rebuke videos an individual make. You said what you said, and you're standing on that. So you can't be changed. That's all I gotta hear, man. And what is that? That's stiff-necked. That's stubborn. That's Jake. Oh, you for sure an Israelite. You for sure an Israelite. Because you said what you said, and you're standing on that. You understand? That's the mindset of Jake, man. Let's move to his next video. And it also be this spirit too. Watch out for these individuals. As you can see, he ain't made a video. He made a video 4 weeks ago. And I mean, like, just sitting down and making a video. When they go to the point where they just going live, right? You're not really sitting back and giving Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi the time. You're not really sitting back and preparing. I mean, you could prepare a live video, yeah. Right? But you shouldn't just be constantly live, man. You got to sit back and do some post-production and things of that nature, man. Give more time and creativity to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You could sit back and find a restaurant to take a girl on. You can get her favorite color, get her favorite flowers, shit that she like. Get her a gift. You can sit back and prepare all of that for her, but you can't prepare this stuff for Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay? So that was the video we just watched. And this brother done did 1, 2, 3, 4 lives since that, all in the capacity of one day. So it's like he's trying to overtake that. Now I'm going to show you in this video.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
Because I left a comment, man. I said, because this, like I said, he followed me. I checked his page. And this is the only reason I'm doing this. Because I checked his page and that was the first video that was on there. I said, Shalawam, I don't know you. And this is the first video I seen from you. But I would suggest you have faith. Remove the video and pray on this situation instead of ranting on the internet about it. Satan attacking brothers right now. Don't give room for him to get you. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak. Okay? Because the similar spirit that's on Al-Azhar, that's on Deacon Hassad, Deacon Hakah, is jumping on this individual, man. He's trying to separate brothers from the brotherhood. Slacky. Trying to take them away from the elders, apostles, and bishops of Great Millstone. By waking up bitterness that may be in their heart. That's why you have to address bitterness. You got to address bitterness, bro. That brother ain't mean that like that. That brother ain't, you know. Brothers might be stern. They might be austere. They might correct you, etc. You can't get in your feelings just because you get corrected. You can't get in your feelings, man. All right? I'm going to play a little bit of this beginning video.
I've reached out to everybody that...
You know what I'm saying? Let me see. It's a particular part is... Yeah, I just start right here.
Yeah, bro, that's why, bro. I'm gonna just bring out a few more presets, bro. I don't even care, bro. Y'all just stay, all y'all, man, just leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, bro. I don't even care, bro. Like, the fact that shit just happened, bro, like, and I prayed, bro. I just got up, prayed, did what I, like, them niggas came in here and put guns on me, bro. Where the fuck you niggas, like Craig said, and that's why I always say that, like Craig said, where the fuck you niggas was at when they was beating my ass with that tree? I don't need a fucking Shalawam from you niggas, man. I'm destitute of...
Bro, somebody running your house, put guns on you, bro. That's on you, bro. Okay? That's on you. Why is you around that type of energy? That's on you. That's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas in the world, man. A lot of these brothers, man, they still in the world. Okay? I ain't... Hey, the why do Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man? I ain't never been to prison. I ain't never did no gang shit. You know, I ain't... Nah. Keep me away from that type of spirit. I care too much about my life. Serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I ain't knocking no brother that was in that life. You know? Now, yeah, been in fights, stuff of that nature, whatever. Okay? But, hey, bro, we older, man. I was talking to my brother that's in the world a couple days ago. And, you know, he was basically like, you know, yeah, man, you know, if somebody mess with me, man, I'm going to fuck them up. I'm like, man, anger is you giving somebody else your energy. Okay? These people are not on our standard. They don't think like we think. They wasn't raised how we was raised. Why are you putting them on a standard that you keep? They don't keep that. I don't expect an Edomite to know how to clean his ass, how I clean myself. I don't expect an Edomite's house to be clean. I do my door dashing now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm delivering these people all this type of trash ass food. And I'm looking at them and they fat, they sluggish, they sloppy, they stupid. You know? They not on the same level that we on, Akyam. So the way that they gonna act is not how I would act. So I can't put that on them to act how I would act. That's how you Christians do, where you think everybody's supposed to keep, you think, you know, you trying to give everybody the laws, commandments, and statutes. You trying to give everybody salvation. They was never given that. You know? So why the fuck is you getting mad at an Edomite talking about Jesus, you know, whatever? I don't care what they say. I laugh. It's better to laugh because these individuals are simple, man. You know what I'm saying? So going back to this point, somebody running in your house putting guns on you, bro, you should have been far away from that type of environment, that spirit, that activity. Okay? Let's run it back, bro. And like I said, this is crash out season. Individuals are finding whatever excuse they can to go with the brotherhood and to dress themselves up as victims when we are all in this thing together, bro. You need to recognize that and stop trying to individualize yourself.
But like, hey, man. Yeah, bro, that's why, bro. I'm gonna just bring out a few more presets, bro. I don't even care, bro.
And you should always care when you do your lessons, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Hey, we doing a round table later tonight. 7 p.m. Pacific. Okay? Don't come on my live, bro, if you don't care. Don't even come up in this box if you do not care about this truth. Don't come around. I don't care if it's 5 people in here. I hope they care. Don't come around if you don't care about Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and you don't care about putting this truth out, bro. Okay? Glory Mac, what are you talking about? You said, are these the GMS people? They unbiblical. Who's unbiblical? Great Millstone has the truth. They are the biblical Israelites. They are the men that's coming and bringing the 100% truth taught to us by our elders that came before us. Great Millstone is the #1 camp that has it. So don't speak out of turn without doing your research. Okay? IUIC still calling on Christ. ISUPK still calling on Christ. You need to check your information. Let's keep it going.
I'll just stay. All y'all, man, just leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, bro. I don't even care, bro. Like, the fact that shit just happened, bro, like, and I prayed, bro. I just got up, prayed, did what like, them niggas came in here and put guns on me, bro. Where the fuck you niggas, like Craig said, and that's why I always say that. Like Craig said, where the fuck you niggas was at when they was beating my ass with that tree? I don't need a fucking Shalawam from you niggas, man.
Where was everybody at when Yahawashi was getting beat with the cat's tail? You thought about that? Where was everybody at when Joseph was thrown in the well? You thought about that? Where was everybody at when Jeremiah was thrown in the well? Where was everybody at when Absalom was taking the kingdom and King David, Where was everybody at when Elijah was fighting 450 prophets of Baal? You thought about that? Where was everybody at when Peter was getting crucified upside down? Where was everybody at when John the Revelator got thrown in a water of boiling water? And then was placed in the Isle of Patmos? Where was everybody at when Moses had to flee to the Midianites? Where was everybody at when Daniel was in the pit of lions? Where was everybody at when the 3 holy children got thrown into the furnace? Stop individualizing yourself, man. If you a prophet, you gonna go through shit. You niggas ain't built like us, man. All this crying, man. All this bitching. I'm tired, bro. But hey, this is the year of apostates, sellouts, agents. Okay? Everybody will be exposed. Where was everybody at when y'all was beating my... Man, that's Friday. What is you talking about, bro? That's a movie. That shit is worldly. That is not biblical. If you a prophet, bro, you supposed to go through that stuff, man. No, that brother's supporting the point, Kakama. He's supporting the point. Where was everybody at when Joshua got swallowed by that fish? He was supporting the point. At the water, bro. The water. So let's begin to wrap this up, man. I'm gonna let him do his little rant. Let's begin to wrap this up.
I'm destitute of connections with the brotherhood, and I don't need to be a part of Great Millstone. I already made it. Yes, that's the goal. That's supposed to be like the utmost thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that, bro.
That's not the goal. He said the goal is to be with Great Millstone. The goal is to make it into a chariot, bro. Okay? That's the goal. Is to work out my own salvation with fear and trembling. The goal ain't to get a great millstone title. All right? Now, yeah, we under the elders, apostles, and bishops of Great Millstone. Okay? So that comes with it. All right? But just because a brother doesn't have a title does not mean that he's not a man of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Job tells you that about titles and things of that nature. Don't let those go to your head. You understand? Yes, the chariots aren't GMS only. Exactly. You got brothers that's not in Great Millstone that keep the doctrine, man. You got brothers in Great Millstone that's on whole shit. You understand? And they're going to be exposed. So, man, this brother just got to examine himself, man. Yeah, you got 2/3 amongst Great Millstone. Most definitely. That's what we saying. The elders will tell you. Elder Apostle Hard tell you. You understand? Hey, Deacon Hakah was amongst Great Millstone. Alazar was amongst Great Millstone. You see how these individuals get exposed? We got certain individuals right now, right, that's taking breaks, can't do it no more. All right, gonna do their own thing. Okay? Does that necessarily mean that a brother is not a man of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi? No, that does not necessarily mean that. You have no crown to give anybody. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi has the crowns. They are the true judges. They're ultimately gonna, But yeah, GMS is the standard. That's it. That's the proper doctrine. That's the proper understanding. Okay? So let's keep it going.
But like I said, men who aren't a part of Great Millstone, there are examples on how we treat one another, bro. Stop fucking sniffing up the elders' asses. Implement the shit that they're saying and doing. We can have our own little whoop, man. Not like that. I ain't trying to motherfucking make it seem, oh, brothers gonna start they little. Nah. But I'm just saying how the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone treat one another, how they conduct themselves. That's how the fuck we supposed to conduct ourselves, bro. And I ain't receiving none of that. So I'm just.
And that's good that he said that. Not the last part, but everything else before that was proper. Because that's correct. All right? It's just a general way of interacting with one another, man. We supposed to be moving how the elders move. All right? And you find yourself, you're going to find, like how me and, brothers on here, Kakama, Darashimoff, Nakaf, brothers, like we got our little thing. Like we're tight, in a sense. All right? We're going to be tighter with each other. We came in around the same time. We teach around each other, et cetera, et cetera. I don't expect myself to be as close with a elder brother. No, he has a different position. He has a different rank. He's going to be tighter with his group that he came in with. You understand? So know your position and appreciate your rank. Appreciate when you came in. Appreciate your peers. These are the ones that you came in around. These are your peers. So that's why I said, he said a good point is this: don't sniff up the elder's ass. You're not, man, we hate teacher's pet. You trying to be a teacher's pet? That right there goes back to trusting in the flesh. But then at the end, he says he's not feeling that. That's going back to that presumptuous spirit that's on him. Okay? You got to let it be. And if you are suffering wrongfully, then you got to suffer wrongfully, man. Hey, that's perfect point to my brother Nishar. Right? Stay in your tier. I just did an epistle. Yeah. Stay in your tier. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to jump up a tier. Don't stay in your tier. But, and with that being said, it's no respect of persons. Okay? So don't get it twisted. We ain't kissing ass. We ain't doing nothing like that. But I understand, hey, that brother's an elder brother over me, right? He's been in longer than me, etc., etc. And hey, you know, brothers that was in the military or things of that nature, you could definitely understand what I'm saying, because that's how it was. All right, the E4s did not eat with the E6s or the E7s. You know, it's a separation. So it is a separation in this thing. And furthermore, in the kingdom, it's going to be a separation between 144, 1/3, and a 2/3. It's a separation. That's just how it is. You know, I'm going to let a little bit more of this play, and then we're going to wrap it up, man.
I'm out there. Let me go grab my shit, man. Yeah, let me go grab my shit, bro.
All right, that's pretty much it. Because he goes and he comes back like 2 minutes, whatever, later. All right, I'm going to finish this off with, let's go to Peter. 1 Peter in the 3rd chapter. Where is it at, man? All right, this is 1 Peter 3 and 14. But, and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled, but sanctify Yahawah power in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. So, if you suffer for righteousness' sake, bro. And as we read in 1 Peter, the 2nd chapter, all right, you're going to have masters over you that's froward or that's righteous. Like I stated earlier, you got Esau over you and you ain't going forth towards Esau and trying to cuss him out and doing all this type of stuff. No, that's a froward master. You have to submit and be under him. This is the thing about Jakes when they was jumping off the ship, all right, on the slave ships. They would jump off. You can't escape this punishment. You understand? The Most High just brought you back in another life. So although you jumped in the ocean, right? You jumped in the ocean, etc., etc. You died. You still got brought back into slavery, into captivity, and you had to serve it out. You can't escape this. So Romans 13, you got to submit to the powers that be. These are the powers that be at this point in time. Right? Now, if you don't understand that point, if you don't get nothing out of this lesson, get that order, rank, submit. Okay? You got to get through that. Because that right there is going to help you to understand that this never ends. It's always order on this planet. It's always going to be slaves. Okay? It's always going to be a ranking class. All right? You know? Even in the midst of our nation, you have a ranking class. You have a government. The 144,000 men, which are prophets. Okay? And if you're just not in that, then you're just not in that. But you want to put on as the elect and dwell amongst brothers that show those characteristics to be of the elect and carry yourself in that type of nature. You know? Verse 18. Actually, Slakia, verse 16. This is 1 Peter 3 and 16. Having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you, as of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in Hamashiach. Bro, if you a good brother, just be a good brother. That's all you got to do. You don't got to go the extra mile. You don't got to, bring everybody some wine or... No, ain't no kissing ass. You don't got to do all that shit. If you a good brother, just be a good brother consistently, man. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. 17. For it is better if the will of power be so that you suffer for well-doing than for evil-doing. The will of Yahawah may be that you have to suffer and that brothers are going to talk about you and all this type of stuff is going to come upon you, man. That may be the will of the Most High. So stop fighting against the will of the Most High. Last verse, 18. For Hamashiach also have once suffered for sins. Like we said, where was everybody when Yahawashi was getting beat? Where was everybody when Yahawashi was carrying his cross? Yeah, he had somebody to help him eventually, but most of it, he had to carry it on his own. He had to get up on there. He had to get up there by himself. For Hamashiach also have once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to power, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit. The servant is not greater than the master. So therefore, what you're doing is bringing forth your family. You're bringing forth yourself. You're bringing forth your soul. You have to go through suffering. All right? You have to suffer so that your family can make it. You can bring back your family, which they may be 2/3 at this point in time, but they're going to come back through the kingdom through you. So you be the one that has to suffer. And they got to go into the fire and all of that. But you took that righteous suffering and you went through it to bring them back. We are going to be fathers, bro. We are going to be the patriarchs of our house. Yahawah, we be those men. We are going to be the patriarchs, man. That's forever. Get that in your mind. Like, you going to be the father forever. Everybody going to look at you. Your mama, your grandmama, your auntie. Everybody going to look at you like you the dad. You the father of the whole family, of the whole house. And you're never going to die. You understand? You're never going to die. So you are going to be the father of your entire house, and everything's going to branch from you. All your grandkids. Everybody's going to be under you. So that's a rank and order foul right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, summarizing this, don't allow that crash out demon to jump on you. Stay in the spirit. Maintain emotional maturity. Don't allow bitter thoughts and feelings to build up and tensions to build up. You got an issue with a brother, talk it out, man. All right. Let me follow the brother. Shalawam, bro. All right. So you got an issue with a brother, talk it out, man. Fix the little things before they become big things. Don't be like the heathen, don't be like 2/3 and let that shit sit back and bubble up and be petty. All right. So, with that being said, facing the east, giving all praises, honor, and glory be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone. As always, Shalawam, Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. And a Baba Bar, Kwam Yasharahla. Shalawam. Keep the faith. Shalawam. And Tawada for all the precepts and for all the support. Shalawam.